Hi guys, welcome to this week's video. If you're new here, my name is Shay and today we're filming in my library because I have a book haul for you. So most of the time I will try and buy my books secondhand, but I have sort of two parts to this video, all in the one video, but the first half of the books I'm going to show you are all ones that I found secondhand, and then the second half of the books are going to be brand new books, but they were books that were gifted to me because it is my birthday month. So I'm going to jump straight in. I will just say I have been sick, so if it sounds really nasally, I'm sorry. Hopefully in the next few videos it clears up, but also if you see this jumper again, which I did buy secondhand at the op shop for $6, super happy with that buy. But I am filming a few videos in this one, so I do shower and change my clothes, I promise. But yeah, anyway, op shop buy, $6, love it. So let's get straight into the books that I got secondhand, and I'll tell you the prices as I go. For the most part, they're all from op shops, except for I think two that I got from the Rotary Club, which is a local book sale that they do once a month, and there's one coming up this weekend, so I may have another book haul for you guys, but I am trying to fill my shelves, and they've got a big sale, so all of their books, and there's like thousands of books there. I think they're going half price for most of their books, so they'll be 50 cents each. So with all that said, let's jump straight into the haul. So the first book I got, they're going to be under there, so I'm sorry, my face is going to be close to the camera, is Alice Hoffman's The Rules of Magic. So this one I paid $3 for. I don't know which way is going to be better with the ring light, but this one was $3 from the op shop. It is in the same world as Practical Magic, which I own. This is one of the prequels, but they're the only two books that I have in this world. So $3 for that one. I don't know if it's going to show, but hopefully it does. So this one's a Reese's Book Club pick as well. I don't know if that means the cover's different, but it's got like the double cover. So this one actually also, someone has sent this book around. So it's got, you can, I think, put the destination of where the book has been. So if I read it and don't want to keep it, I will definitely pass it on. Otherwise it's going to live here for forever and I'm not going to share my address. So that's the first one. The second one I got at, I believe the same op shop, is Guild, which is the first in the Plated Prisoner series by Raven Kennedy. So this one I paid $2 for. I've been looking for this one too because I thought I might end up having to buy it brand new. But because I am trying to collect a lot, as you can see, like it doesn't look like much in the scheme of like the bookshelves itself, but there is over like 100 books there. So I do want to try and buy as much as I can secondhand. One, it keeps all the books out of landfill, and two, it saves my pocket quite a lot because one or two books brand new might not cost a lot, but when you want to buy heaps, it does. Plus, I also want to buy books that I want to read because there's hundreds of great books out there, a lot of like literary fiction and stuff that's really quite popular, but I'm trying to find books that I think I will want to read and read the whole series of. So a lot of fantasy in here. But yeah, so excited to have found that one. I'm not going to talk about the books either, like what the synopsis is, because you can obviously just look it up if you want. But also because some of these I don't know, and a lot of books I kind of like to go in blind. But next up, so I don't know, I'm assuming I know at least the basics about them, but I could be completely wrong. So if I'm saying a book's about something and I'm wrong, that's why. But I think these are all adult fantasy. I don't think there's YA here. But anyway, not that it matters. So the next one I got for $1. This was at the Rotary Club. It's An Enchantment of Ravens by Margaret Rogerson. I've never heard of this book. This one is a hardcover as well. It's not like a special edition or anything. It's just like a old library book actually, as you can see from all the scanning things. So yeah, this one's $1. I'm not sure what this one's about either. I had a quick read over the synopsis when I looked at it to buy it and it sounded good. So that was it. The next one, I also got this one from the same Rotary thing. So this one was also $1. It's Frederick Buckman's Us Against You. So I've got the first one, which is, what's it called? Beartown. And then there is one more after this in the series, which I think is called The Winners. So I'll be keeping an eye out for The Winners. I managed to find Beartown secondhand as well. So yeah, this one was $1 as well. It's also an ex-library book. And what I do is, for this one, I won't do much. I'll just block out maybe the black, or the back, sorry, for Bachman. But I sort of try and colour in according to the book's spine, just so it doesn't stick out as bad. But anyway, yeah, so $1 for this one. So that was a really good buy. And then I found another hardback. Again, this one's just a basic, no special edition type hardback, called Burn Our Bodies Down by Rory Power. This author apparently wrote Wild Girls, which I hadn't heard of either, but it sounded really, really fun. But this one, I'm not sure if it's YA or not, but it looks good. So yeah, something to do with fire, I'm guessing. So this one was $2. I don't know if you can see that one. $2 for that one. I found at one op shop 3 books of the same author and in the same series. Goodreads doesn't really have much on it, but these feel heavy, like they're indie published. So whether they're just not traditionally published, and that's why Goodreads had nothing on them, but they're Maggie Kay Echoes of the Underworld series. So I've got these 3. It does say it was published by Amazon, or manufactured by Amazon, I should say. So I don't know whether that means it's self-published or not. But weirdly enough, I got all these 3 together. They were all priced different. So the first one, I don't know if they're in the right reading order, but the first one is Merciless King. This one was $2. Then Ice Queen, which was also $2. And then Poison Ivy, which was randomly $1. So $5 for all of them. But yeah, they seem to be, they're all from the same series, and maybe there's a 4th one, because it seemed like there was a 4th one, but I couldn't find a title or anything like that. So yeah, I'm not sure about those, but $5 for all 3 of those. And they're very heavy, which is why I think they're like privately published and not traditionally published. And then I have this one. I'm not sure what this is, whether it's like a horror or a supernatural, or if it's like just like a fantasy sort of thing. But it's called Anna Dressed in Blood. And I think this could also be a YA, but it does say not for young readers. I got this one at the op shop for $3. Sorry, I don't know which way is best with the glare. By Kendra Blake. So this one just looked intriguing. It's not necessarily what I would normally grab for, especially if I was buying new, but I thought for $3, why not? Let's give it a go. But it's very gothic. So a murderous ghost entangled in curses and rage. Sound like a good time. And then the next stack are also all secondhand op shop buys too. So I found, this one doesn't have a price on it. I can't remember where I got it from. Interesting. I don't think I would have paid more than like $3 for these. So this one might have been one that I found at, I don't think I got it from the Rotary Club, but it doesn't have a price on it. So actually, I think I paid $2 for this. Now that I've told you a whole story that is a lie, I paid, excuse me. I remember where I got this now, sorry. I just needed to sneeze and rattle my brain back into place. So The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. I got this at the op shop because she gave it to me for $2 because I bought other books that the same day at the same place and they were priced as $2 each as well. So $2 for this one, for The Housemaid. I think this one's being turned into a TV series, so if that happens, I'm going to read it before then, but it's not at the top of my pile. I just grabbed it because I've heard a lot of good things about it. And then at the same op shop, I found An Ember in the Ashes by Saba Tahir. So it has the $2 price tag on it as well. I only found this book, so whether they read the first book in this series and didn't like it, but yeah, like the spine's not even cracked. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but it looks almost new. Like most of these look almost new. And then at a different op shop, I found Last Tang Standing by Lauren Ho. This one just looked like fun, and it said if on the front, if you love Crazy Rich Asians, you will love this. So I didn't pay $10. That's not the price that I paid. This is from the actual bookshop. So Collins, I paid $3. So I paid the $3. This is the Collins bookshop thing. But this one's just not a traditional, what am I thinking? Contemporary romance. Words are really hard. So this is just a contemporary romance, and I think all of her siblings and cousins and that are married, and she's the last one. So all attention is on her now. So this one just looked like a fun read as well. And then the last 4 I found are larger paperbacks. I managed to find these ones, I think, were all a little bit more expensive because the op shop that I found them at does price a little bit higher, but they look like great copies, so I'm super excited. So I've got Masters of Death by Olivia Blake. I think that's how you say it. So this one was $5. It looks essentially brand new, like the spines aren't cracked or anything. There's the $5 price tag if you can even read that. But it sounds like a good time. So yeah, it looks brand new. A little bit damaged on the corners, but that's just, I think, wear and tear. But yeah, so this one looks fun. I haven't read anything from Olivia Blake, but I have a friend who recommended her. It's a vampire series. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but they made a TV series out of it, and I watched it. But yeah. So apparently it's good. So I'm hoping her writing is just good in general, and I'll enjoy that book. And then this one I've never heard of, but I've heard of her other works. So this is Chloe Gong. It's Immortal Longings, and this is an adult book. I think this is her debut for adult fantasy. I paid $5 for this one. She also wrote These Violent Delights and These Violent Ends. So $5, the other books. I haven't read anything from her either, but yeah, I thought it was worth picking up. And then the next book, I found this copy, which I paid $5 for, and then I found the smaller traditional paperback for, I think, $2 less, but I actually prefer the cover for this, so I'm not too mad that I found this one first. But it is Wayward by Amelia Hart. So this cover is really good. The other cover I found is the hot pink one with the bird on it, with like this sort of pattern in the bird in the background. But yeah, I've heard many things about this one and her new one, which I think is called The Siren or Siren. But yeah, $5 for this one. I'm intrigued by this one because I don't know if it's fully like a fantasy or if it just sort of alludes to like witchcraft type vibes. So yeah, excited to see what that one is actually about. And then the last secondhand book that I have is actually the 3rd book of a trilogy, and it's a spin-off trilogy. So I have not read anything from this author, but I managed to find Kingdom of the Feared by Kerri Maniscalco. It was only $2, which is why I felt like it wasn't too bad buying this one. And then I have been interested in reading this series, but I don't know if I need to read the other series first. So I was looking at borrowing these books from the library, but I might just see if they're on KU. And then if they are, I'll start there. But yeah, for $2, and the copy looks essentially brand new. I did have a look to see if the others in the series were on the shelves, because this was in some random shelf, but they weren't there. So anyway, we are moving on. And then I got very spoilt for my birthday, because it is my birthday month. I don't know if I said that already, but I got a massive stack of books from my mum and stepdad. So these ones are all new, and I'm just going to pull them across. So I don't even know how many books are there, but anyway. So the first 2 that they got me were So Phantasma and Enchantra, I think that's how you say it. So they're Kaylee Smith. I have this one on my Kindle actually. I bought it when it was on sale, so it cost me like $2 on the Kindle. But I figured it's a dark fantasy romance, and I like a dark fantasy romance. So yeah, hopefully these are good because I now own them and they were gifted to me. So I'm super grateful that my family are happy to try and find books. My mum actually has a copy of my wish list for books so that if she's ever out at the op shops or anywhere near books that are cheap, she can check them out for me. So it's good to have supportive family. And then she also got me The Coven by Harper L. Woods. This one is a lot smaller than I thought. It's like really thin. I thought this was going to be a chunky one, but I don't know really much what this one is about. All I know is it's kind of spooky and supernatural, so totally my vibe. I don't really know what many of these are about, which is kind of how I like going into them. If I feel like they're overspoiled and I'm trying to just read a book to get to a certain scene that I've been told about, it kind of ruins the book for me. All right, and then I also got Broken Souls and Bones by L.J. Andrews. This one is newer, which you can tell because of the size difference. All the newer ones are released in the bigger sizes. I prefer a paperback, so the size doesn't particularly matter to me. It's just the paperback for me is easier to hold when I'm reading a physical copy. I do almost prefer the smaller sizes, but I think that's just what I'm used to. But yeah, so super happy to have that one. And then the last one I'm super excited about. I did actually have a couple of the books from this series that I'd managed to find secondhand. So I'm thinking if the weather gets any nicer this week, I might check out, there's quite a lot of little free libraries in my area, so keep an eye out for that video. But they also picked me up the Throne of Glass box set, so I'm so excited to start this. I wanted to read this one for a long time, but I only had Assassin's Blade and Throne of Glass. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to jump into this one. So I think this might be my next physical read. I've been lucky and not been spoilt for this, so I really kind of have the bare minimum knowledge about what this book is about, or the book series I should say is about. So I want to try and get in and read it before my phone hears me and then gives me all these spoilers. So yeah, super excited about this. I'm going to go online and see what's the best reading order, because I think with a couple of the books somewhere they say to do a I don't know what you call it, like you read two books at the same time. I do think I'm going to start with the Assassin's Blade. I know that's not normally the reading order. I think you're supposed to read it like third or fourth, but I think I want to start there because someone who I watch on BookTube started there and said it was a good place to start for them. And when they're recommending books, it's usually books that I actually like. So if they liked reading it in that order, I think I will also like reading it in that order, but we will see. But anyway, that is all the books that I got. So I was very spoilt and super grateful for, you know, my family for like helping me buy all these books, and also just grateful that I can actually, you know, spend that money to buy these books at this time. So next, I'm going to put them all on these shelves. I have a gap here. So this gap here is because I've taken off the two copies that I managed to thrift. So I only paid $5. So $2 for this one and $3 for Assassin's Blade. So I'm going to pop these into a little free library. And then I'm also currently reading House of Earth and Blood. So I found this copy for secondhand. I think it was $3 I paid for it. So I am currently reading that. I'm not even halfway yet. I'm probably a quarter of the way through. So that's why there's a big gap there, which is fine because it's going to make it easier for me to put the new books in there. And I think I'm going to lose the box as well. I don't want to keep them in the box. The box can just be recycled. But yeah, I'm going to pop all of these away and I will show you the library after. start reading more of my physical books, which I'm getting to slowly. I just happened to pick one of the thickest books to start with. But now that it's getting into winter, here at least, everyone else is bringing out their summer things. I think I'll be more inclined to sit at home and read because it's just too cold and miserable outside. Not that that would stop me, but yeah. All right. However, that is it for my book haul for today. So hopefully I can start talking properly and you enjoyed this video. So I will definitely be doing more of these. So hopefully it's not too unfun for you guys to watch. But now that I've said hopefully 500 times, hopefully you have a good day and I will see you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye.